Good morning, students. Welcome back to the another video of data structure. In this video, we are going to learn about time and space complexity of algorithm. In earlier lectures, we have already discussed about different measures of algorithm. Algorithm have mainly two measures. First one is time and second one is space. So today we are going to learn about these two things, time and space complexities. First, space complexity. Space complexity mainly deals with the memory required for any particular program execution. Total memory required will have mainly two components. First, a fixed part, and second, a variable part. In fixed part, we will consider instruction spaces, variable spaces, and constant spaces. Variable spaces, constant spaces are the things that the memory is actually allocated to the variable or constant to the program for storing the values. That memory will be fixed. And another part is a variable part. Variable part will be denoted by the SP. It will depend on an instance of input and output data. Why input and output data? Because if we are executing any loop, if condition is I less than n, so that loop will depend on the value of n. If n is equal to 2, then that loop will be executed 2 times. If n is value of 5, so that loop will executed 5 times. So that is a variable thing, so that all things will be considered into a variable part. So our equation for the space complexity will be S of p is equal to c plus sp into bracket instance. C is for a fixed part and sp is for a variable part. Let's take an example of space complexity. Here we have an example. In this example, a function have three different parameters p, q and r, and that function is returning some summation or some calculation of these three different parameters. So this function is made of p, q and r, and it is taking input and also it is giving a output, and that output is of some particular arithmetic operations. Here we are not using any loops, so according to the classification, this function will generate only a fixed part. In this function there is nothing as a variable thing. So in this function space complexity, we can consider only and only fixed path. So our variable thing will be 0 here. Here we have denoted as function of I is equal to 0. Why? Because in this function we don't have any variable part. So for calculating a variable part, let's take another example. In this example, we have a function sum and we are passing two parameters. First one is array and second one is n variable. In this function, we have a for loop. In that for loop, condition is I is equal to 0, I less than n, and incrementing by a 1. In that for loop, calculation is temperature is temp is equal to temp plus array I. So in this function we want to add a number. Although the output is simple, but input values we need a array. Therefore, variable space requirement depends upon the programming languages. Different programming languages have different array passing methods. For example, if we use a Pascal like programming language, so that programming language need a variable space for storing array. So our space will be as sum of n, where n is our size of array. If we are taking 5 size of array, so here our variable thing means as sum will be as sum of 5. Let's take another case. If we are using our C language, so C language doesn't take any variable space requirement. Why? Because C only passes its base address of first element for the passing of array. It does not copy the array. So our requirement for variable path is 0. So in following function, we add a list of number, but in the particular function, simulation is handled recursively. This means the compiler must have the parameter local variable and return address for recursive calls. Let's take an example of space complexity with recursive function. In recursive function, we will have a function, and that function will call itself more than 1 or 2 times. So as the definition of recursive function, function call itself, we have to consider a space complexity based on its execution function. Space for given example needed for one recursive call is number of bytes required for parameter and return address. We can find the size of operator to find the number of bytes by each type. We will see this by a table. In this table, we can see our parameter, means first parameter is array pointer. So array pointer will require 4 bytes. Second one is our integer n. So n is type of integer, so it will also require a 4 byte. And return address will be also of integer type, so it will also require 4 byte. So our total requirement for space complexity will be 12. Here in this example, just take a look. We have a parameter of array which is of list, that is our first parameter into r sum function. Second parameter is integer n, so n is type of integer, so it will require 4 bytes. And third, our return address, means if we are returning something, so that return address will also have of 4 bytes. So this 4 bytes 3 times makes the 12 total size 12 bytes. So this practical of this program will take 12 bytes for the storing any values. So this is a space complexity for different things. Means if we are considering a space complexity for only constant, means fixed size thing, then variable part will be 0. If we are considering with variable part, so it will be our iterative function. And if we are using a recursive function, so it will depend on that thing. Okay, so this is it for this space complexity.